Hi everybody, my name is Chikodi, or you can call me Chi, and welcome to my Arts and Sciences Takeover. I am a third-year neuroscience major with a behavioral systems specialization on the pre-med track and pursuing a minor in Spanish. Originally from Nigeria, I was born there, and I came to Ohio when I was very little. Ever since then, I've been living in a small town outside of 20 minutes north of Dayton. My journey to Ohio State is kind of interesting. Junior year, I remember starting to think about what schools I wanted to go to for college. I was like, everybody goes to Ohio State that's from Ohio, and I want to go out of state and just try something new. But my senior year, I actually took a tour to Ohio State, and I would say the moment I knew I was going to come to Ohio State was when we did a tour of Thompson. Stepping into Thompson and just looking at it and just thinking, yeah, like I feel like this is where I'm supposed to be. I just remember that very distinctly, thinking like, I think I'm supposed to be at Ohio State. So I eventually came around to the idea of coming to Ohio State, and I've been pretty happy with my decision since then. I can't even believe that I'm saying that I'm a third year. It feels like I just started college yesterday. Time has flown by so fast. It's an interesting class in that it bridges OChem and Gen Chem and biology together, and just seeing how all those play in together in the biological systems. And it's been hard, but interesting so far. This class is all about how the structure of the nervous system plays into the function. So we're learning about both of those aspects, and it also has a little bit of like neuroanatomy in it as well. Another class I'm taking is Neuro 4100. This class is Basic and Clinical Foundations of Neurological Diseases. This class is very interesting. In a lot of neuro classes you learn about different neurological diseases and conditions, but this class you learn those, but then there's also a big emphasis on how they play out clinically and how they play out in everyday lives, especially if those of patients. Favorite aspect about the class is that patients who have these neurological diseases and conditions actually get to come and talk to us as a class and tell us about their experiences, and we get to learn more about them. So I really like this class in that we get to see what we're learning play out in real life. The book class I'm taking this semester is MedCall 2000. It's for pre-med students who want to learn more about the process of applying and the process of getting into medical school and just what life looks like after medical school. This class stresses me out. Stresses me out in that like it's a lot of thinking about what you want your future to look like, but it's also validated the path that I want to enter, so I really appreciate that aspect of the class. It's giving me more confidence in the journey that I want to pursue. So mi clase favorita de este semestre porque me da una oportunidad para tener conversaciones sobre temas que me interesan. Adicionalmente, mis clases españoles me dan una manera para hablar y conectar con otros estudiantes diferentes a Ohio State. That aspect is why I love my Spanish minor. It gives me an opportunity to pursue my other passions outside of like science and neuroscience and STEM, and also gives me another way to meet and talk to other students here. Outside of class, I am pretty heavily involved on campus. I actually have 2 jobs on campus right now. One is being a resident advisor in Blackburn. Another one is working as a lab assistant in the Department of Chemistry and Biochemistry's demonstration lab. This year is actually my first year being an RA on campus. I wanted to be an RA because I'm the oldest of 4. And I have a pretty big family. I'm a big sister, and that's kind of my whole personality trait sometimes. So I thought I could bring that aspect of myself to a job that allows me to connect with other students here on campus. Also, it's been really rewarding to see how I can play a part in creating a better campus life experience for incoming students. And I've really enjoyed my residence, and I've enjoyed the job so far. I've also enjoyed working with the other staff here, housing staff on campus, and other people that play a part in creating a safe and exciting campus life. I am an RA for Blackburn, and I'm also an RA for the Moral Scholarship Program's Living Learning Community here on campus. It's been a full circle moment for me because I was a part of the Living Learning Community my first 2 years, and now I'm an RA for them, so I play a big role in helping organize events for the Living Learning Community. Shout out to MSP and my Moral Scholars and the Office of Diversity Inclusion. Honestly, they have made my dream of attending college so much more attainable, and I am so grateful for the wonderful team. Shout out to them. Okay, so this is a floor tour of floor 2 of Blackburn, which is the dorm that I'm an RA in. So the theme that me and my went with is like a Spotify playlist. Right here we have my Where's Chi. So pretty much I just move this little play button to wherever I'm at so that my residents know if I'm here. Here we have my RA billboard. So this is my billboard. I have my name, some fun facts about me, all that good stuff. Bathrooms. Nothing too special. Just the bathrooms. I'm on call today, so I'm going to take you guys along with me on my on-call shift. The time is 7 o'clock, so it's time for me to go get the phone. Back here is where we get the phone, behind the desk. Looks like it's locked, so I have to pull the key from the key swatcher. Bag secured. This is the on-call phone. Anytime there's an emergency or somebody needs to get in touch with the RA, they call the on-call number and it's gonna ring this phone and I have to answer it. So yeah, handy dandy flip phone. Some of the RAs are on here. Look at them, so cute. We have all the wonderful Blackburn RAs. So it's 9 o'clock, so it's time for rounds. Things you need when you're doing rounds. You need your Buck ID, your phone, and most importantly, the on-call phone. Rule number 1, you're on call. This phone goes everywhere. To the shower, to the bathroom, everywhere you go, this phone goes. So we're bringing it. So let's go. When we do rounds, we go to the 8th floor. And we start from there. Okay, so we just finished doing 11 o'clock rounds. So now you can go to sleep, get ready for the night, go to sleep, and just be, just stay alert for the phone. If it rings, when I go to sleep, I usually put it right here to my ear because my biggest fear is missing a call. That's it. Good night, y'all. Okay, it's officially 7 o'clock. I just gave the phone to the next person that's on call. So I'm done. So I'm going right back to sleep. Okay. Okay, so fall break is concluding, and that means I have to redo my poster. Not my poster, my bulletin board for my floor. I'm supposed to fulfill like a learning objective, so I'm doing self-care tips for my residents. So let's update my board. I'm actually sad because I love my bulletin board and I don't really want to take it down, but I guess I'll take it down. Sitting in Gen Chem 1 first semester freshman year and seeing somebody wheel out a demonstration that my professor was going to do that class, and they had this rainbow lab coat on. And growing up, I had this obsession with the color rainbow because of what it symbolized, and one of my favorite Bible stories growing up. I remember asking my professor, whatever job that allows me to wear that coat, I want to work that job. And she told me it's a demo lab. So last year I applied for the demo lab assistant position, and I got it. And I love working at the demo lab. I love the team I get to work with, how present chemistry in a fun way to not only classes but also we do outreach for the libraries and different communities. Had a great time working with other students on campus and also professors, and just doing the fun side of STEM that I really enjoy. Hi everyone, welcome to the demo lab. Come on in. Okay, so over here we have where the demo lab assistants kind of hang out over here if we're not doing a demo or prepping anything. Inside is where the real magic happens. We're gonna go on in. This is where we put on our PPE because you can't step into the lab without your PPE. So before I even put on my PPE, I have to make sure I have long pants, closed-toed shoes. Usually my hair is up. It's up enough. I like to keep 2 curly pieces in the front. But yeah, so then we're gonna put on our lab coat. So this is our lab coat. See the OSU logo right here. We're gonna put that on first. Number 1 rule, don't step into the lab without your PPE on. Put our goggles on. This one has a cute little, what is this, a frog? Mm-hmm. Cute little frog on it. So we have our goggles. So now we're all ready to go into the lab. So On our left-hand side here, we have our glassware. It's all the glassware that we need in the lab. You come on this side, we have our models and like model kits and everything. We have on this side like our grocery items. So some of this is food, but because it's in the lab, this is not for eating at all. We don't eat anything that's in this drawer. And then we have some halogen gases in here, and we have some power supply equipment. That's all in here. And then we have these coats. You can notice that they're different shades than the one I'm wearing right now. These are specifically for fire. Then over here we have some of our gas tanks. And then we have our inorganic and organic acids on this side. And then we have our flammable organics over here. More models. This is our fume hood right here, very important. We have our bases in the bottom right there. We have our sink area where we do our dishes. This is our like working countertops. We usually prep things on this side. Over here we have some demos that we're gonna deliver later on today. They're all prepped and ready to go. Today's outreach, so we also have our outreach cart ready to go right here. We have another gas tank over there on this side. We have some liquid nitrogen here, dry ice cooler here. We have fire extinguishers all over the place, very important. Here's our shower and our eye wash station, very important for safety, just in case you get anything on yourself. This beautiful array most of them are solids. We have some solutions over here. So we have inorganic solids, are mostly these two. Then we have organic solids, and then we have some of our kits for certain demos. And then this last cabinet over here is where all our solutions are that are mostly metal solutions are over here. The other solutions like flammable organics and basic have their own separate things. So yeah, this is our big binders with our protocols for all of our demos. This is 2 big binders, so we have a lot of demos. This is mostly where we do a lot of our prepping. We film a lot of the times right here. We film our demo of the weeks right here. But yeah, this is where the magic happens, guys. Hi, Chi. So it is about 10 o'clock. The delivery's for 10:20, and we have to make it, so we're gonna make it real quick. For vanilla balloons. It's pretty much to show like diffusion and infusion of molecules. Plus you do like a membrane, which is like the balloon. Smell it. So, we need the delivery. And now we're going back to the lab. Yeah. Ready. Another lab that I'm a part of here on campus is research assistant in the TBI Model Systems Lab at Dodd Rehabilitation Center. hospitals here in Columbus. The first one being James Cancer Hospital. I work actually in the outpatient center right now this semester.
Good afternoon, beautiful people. It is Monday. It's 12:40. That means we are on our way to volunteering. Today's volunteering shift is going to be at the James Outpatient Center on my way to the Herrick Transit Hub to catch the bus to go to the outpatient center. You can see some of the hospital from here. Campus bus is due. It's not here yet, but oh, there it is right now. Do a shift from 1 to 3. Pretty convenient. Pretty convenient to have a bus or shuttle system that takes you where you need to be. Students out there, learn the bus system.
I enjoy working at the James. The patient population there is, although they are going through one of the most hardest times of their life, they are so nice. Both the staff there and the patients there make the experience worthwhile. I've enjoyed watching how any interaction with patients, whether it's big or small, plays a part in bettering their experience and their stay at the James, and I'm just grateful to be a part in that. I also volunteer at Grant. I've been at Grant for almost 2 years now. Right now I'm actually working as a wayfinder in the main lobby. Grant has allowed me to see the importance of interacting with patients and their families, and how creating a better environment really improves the stay that people have. And that speaks volumes because, again, these patients and families are going through very hard and difficult times, and anything that you can do to help them is really appreciated. Lastly, I work as a volunteer at Nationwide Children's Hospital. I work in the Siblings Clubhouse. Working at Nationwide, honestly, is an opportunity for me to heal my inner child. I get to work with patients who are children and their siblings, and just give them a space where they can be away from the hard experiences of staying in a hospital. A lot of fun. playing a whole bunch of games and painting and drawing. These children, they're really so strong, and they teach me to be stronger every single day. So they're honestly a true inspiration to me, and I love being around them. Some student orgs that I'm a part of on campus are 1, BSPN, which stands for Black Students in Psychology and Neuroscience. This organization is about creating a community for students of color who are majoring in psychology and neuroscience. It has given me a great community of friends and peers that I get to work with and bond with, and I work as the marketing chair for BSPN, so I'm in charge of marketing our events through social media. I love the work that we do there. The next organization I'm a part of is Minority Students in STEM. This is a new organization that we have recently just started up this year. This organization is about creating a community and giving opportunities and resources to minority students on campus who are wanting to enter the STEM fields. I have loved seeing the growth and the impact that we have created so far. I am the Community and Social Outreach Chair for MSS this year, so I am really enjoying it. And the last organization I'm a part of is actually a nonprofit organization that's based here in Columbus, but they have an OSU chapter. It's called Youth for STEM Equity. I'm on the Marketing and Media Relations team. Youth for STEM Equity is all about creating experiences and opportunities for students and striving to make the STEM field a more equitable space and environment for future sciences. Equity in STEM is a big passion of mine, so hence why I would join Youth for STEM Equity. And many of the students who are part of this nonprofit are also OSU students, and they have an OSU chapter here on campus as well. I also attend African Youth League general body meetings, and I get involved as much as I can with their events. African Youth League is about creating a space in a community for African students or students of African descent here on campus. Finding a community on campus was a big thing I looked for when I was deciding what college to go to, and I was scared because Ohio State is such a big school. I thought it was going to be so hard for me to find a community here, but it's funny because my tour guide actually told me that it's easy to make a big school small, but it's hard to make a small school big, and that is so right. Ohio State has a community for everybody on campus. I'm very lucky to have found mine. I'm a neuroscience ambassador, so pretty much within the major, I'm a neuroscience major, so within the major we have a ambassador program that pretty much allows us to mentor, be a resource for other neuroscience students. Neuroscience major is a very selective major, but it's also like a very community-based major. Because of that, they really emphasize community building. So being an ambassador is one way we build community in the major. Science major is notorious for throwing events all the time, so we play a big part in that, and then also a big part in orientation. This summer I worked orientation, and it was just so crazy. I feel like I was just there in their seats learning about the neuroscience major for the first time. So for it to come full circle last summer and me telling people about the major was crazy. So outside of school and work and volunteering and student org stuff, some of my hobbies include 1, napping. I love to nap. I can nap anywhere and everywhere, and if I could nap the whole day I would. So my first hobby is napping. I also like going to the gym. I like cooking. I like listening to music. I like dancing. And right now my biggest hobby is doing content creating. It's given me a creative outlet to, I'm a very creative person. A lot of times in my science classes I don't really have that outlet to express my creativity, so creating content has kind of been like that for me, and it's really interesting to see how you can create a community online, and I love seeing that. So I create content here and there. I create content every now and then. I do that on the side outside my other activities. So favorites on campus are place to study on campus. I actually like to study outside of the libraries. Thompson is a great library, but it's always packed. So I like to study in classrooms. I take advantage of empty classrooms because I can just sit in there and chill, and there's whiteboards or chalkboards, and I can write all my notes out, and I can listen to music, and it's just quiet. So I like to utilize classrooms for studying. Favorite place to eat on campus right now, it's Sloopy's. That's my favorite place to eat on campus. Another place I like to eat is Courtside Cafe. They have really good food like pasta and lo mein, and then Marketplace O'Neill, which is funny because I'm a North girly, but I go down to the south side of campus for Marketplace's pizza, especially. They have good pizza. The place on campus in general is near a lake. I like sitting there. I'll take a walk and just sit there by the lake and just think and give myself like a break. So that's my favorite place to like de-stress. So my favorite campus memory so far has actually been, it was freshman year. It was Ohio State versus University of Toledo football game. I didn't buy a football package, but they were selling student tickets for really cheap, so I got one. And I ended up getting a seat that was literally on the field. It was right behind the marching band, and my friends and I were there, and we ended up getting on the Megatron, and it was just like a great game. We were so close to the field. It was a great day. It was my favorite memory so far at Ohio State. Okay, everyone, that concludes my Arts and Sciences Tuesday Takeover. I hope you've had a fun time over here with me this amazing Tuesday. I hope that you have the best rest of your semester. We got this. We're almost to the finish line, guys. We're almost there. Make sure you guys check out all the people I've tagged. There are really some great people on campus. You should check them out. And yeah, this is Chi, and I'm signing off, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.